There's a very fine margin for error when it comes to spelling in the PTE academic exam, and you need to be really careful about the words that you use. Hey guys, this is Steven from PTEpreparation.com. You've got PTE questions and I've got the answers. Today we have a question on the spelling section of the PTE academic. The question is, what can be the reason for having a very low score in spelling if my scores in enabling skills, grammar, vocabulary and written discourse are high? Now, first of all, the spelling score in the PTE academic is not at all related to your other enabling skill scores such as grammar, vocabulary and written discourse. It's a separate scoring parameter that is there, which is part of your writing scores, right? So keep in mind that your spelling scores and your writing scores in general is not only coming from the writing part of the PTE academic, it's also certain questions from the listening section that also contribute to your writing score. So questions such as summarize written text, fill in the blanks and write from dictation, a small part of the scoring also contributes to your writing score because it has a written element to it as well. So if you are doing poorly in those sections, then that can contribute to a poor writing score and a poor spelling score. Now coming specifically to the spelling score, on spelling you're scored on the scale of 0 to 2 for each of those questions that we mentioned. So the writing section, the essay and the summarized written text and the 3 parts of the listening section, on each of those you're scored on a parameter of 0 to 2. So you get 2 when you have all words spelled correctly in your answer. You get 1 if you've made 1 mistake. So if it's an essay and if you've made 1 spelling mistake, you get 1 for spelling for that essay. You get 0 if you made 2 or more than 2 mistakes in any answer. So if there's an essay that you've written and if it has 2 or more spelling mistakes, then you're going to get 0 for spelling for that essay, right? So there's a very fine margin for error when it comes to spelling in the PTE academic exam, and you need to be really careful about the words that you use and spell in the exam. And I'm also going to quickly share with you some tips on what you can do to improve your score since you're struggling with that. So number 1 is make sure that you're only using words that you know you can spell correctly. So if you're writing an essay and there's a word that you need to use and you're not really sure of the spelling of that word, try to use another word instead, a synonym or anything else that ensures that you do not use the word that you do not know how to spell incorrectly, right? So make sure you do that, and that's going to ensure that you do not make unnecessary spelling mistakes in the exam. Another thing that you can do is have an inventory of lists of words that you spell incorrectly on a regular basis. So more often than not, people spell a certain amount of words incorrectly in the exam, and what you can do is, as you're doing your practice questions, as you're doing your essay and you're practicing your essay, make a list of all those words that you're spelling incorrectly and store them in a Word or an Excel document and keep revisiting those words so to ensure that you do not make those similar mistakes in the exam going forward. So just by doing these 2 things, you can massively improve your score by using words that you are sure you know the spelling of, and by keeping an inventory of words that you spell incorrectly during practice will ensure that you improve your score, and it's going to help improve your spelling score and your writing score and your overall PTE academic score. So those are tips on why your spelling score is low and what you can do to improve on it. That's it for this video. If you have any more questions, feel free to drop a comment below or drop me an email at info@ptepreparation.com and I'll answer all your questions, and I'll see you soon in the next video. Alright guys, good luck.